Hello everybody, welcome back to another fantastic video. Man's Kenny, welcome back. So welcome back to another welcome to my gold video. So it is black and white Kyurem raid day, or actually really it isn't because I'm filming this on the 11th. But Saturday was black and white Kyurem raid day. Sorry that it's taking a long time to edit these videos. Plus there was a lot of stuff that I need to fit in for these videos, so I need a lot of time, so I was editing it all morning, but now we can do this. I decided to split these two videos into two, as there's a lot to fit in for the night time that what I was doing with the remote raids and the raid day that we were doing in Doncaster, so I decided to split these two videos separately. So let's get into the first part. Let's go. Right, so we are back. So of course I want to look at some stuff. This part of the video we were going to have it, so I was talking to you from the steps of Thorn North Station. But one, I didn't know how that was going to be sounding, so I thought let's do it like this. So these are my white Kyurems so far from, well, the Kyurems from December. As you can see, we have 359 candy. 209 XL candy, 25 volt fusion energy, and 25 blaze fusion energy. 2,181,701 stardust. That's how we're going to start, and we're going to take a look at what it will look like afterwards. Or, well, we were technically going to take a look at what a stardust count was going to be. Well, they wanted to trade by that point, so it all went back down because of the 80,000 stardust cost. So basically we did get quite good. We got up to almost up to 300,000, 2,300,000 stardust. But yeah, so we're going to go into the first black Kyurem. We kind of turned up sort of late for it. We were trying to get there on time before the start, but we got there a bit late, so about 9 minutes in. So you can see I'm in with my alt account, but you know, I don't want to talk much about my alt, but yeah. So this is the first black Kyurem. We actually did do some black Kyurem when they first turned up during the Unova tour. As you saw, we got about 25 candy for it. Didn't want to do too much because I didn't have the money to at the time to actually do too many of the black and white Kyurems, so we couldn't do too many of them. So like I said, we are splitting these two videos up from the 2 o'clock to the 5 o'clock, and then of course when I got back home we did a couple of more remote raids. I decided to go more into the Zequoms because of course we didn't get the shiny, so with the 1 in 10 shiny odds I thought, you know what, let's go there. Let's go and get some, like, that'll be a good shiny odds. So of course, black and white Kyurem. The only point of this is to grab the candy and the fusion energy, as we've got a pretty good few Kyurems that we can power up. Since technically you need about 10 of each. Well, you need to do like 10 of each raid, which actually gives you enough fusion energy to actually do them. We did buy the event ticket, which costs a fiver, which put, and then we put like 80 quid on, so that was like 85 quid it cost overall. Because of course the passes and all of that, because I kind of overestimated how much passes I was going to be doing, and of course I needed Mega Maya Rayquaza because I kind of forgot to do that before I entered the last raid. Yeah, my bad. Actually, I didn't even prep for this. Kind of forgot to get an actual rating for this, but lucky for me, it was using my Rayquaza, it was using my Lucario, which is good. My Metagrosses, I was fine with that. Weirdly, some people were actually using Primal Groudon. I don't know if it's because some people did not have Rayquaza, because it was a 2024 raid. I don't think it came back for 2025. I could be totally wrong, but I'm 100% sure that Rayquaza didn't actually exist in 2025. But of course, 15,000 XP, and then we can pop it up to 30,000, which is nice. We almost got halfway through there. We almost got to level 35. No, 65, sorry. 35, jeez. It was all the way down. Thinking about the roll to level 40 ones that we were doing early beforehand. We never made it to level 50, but you know, it was just too much of a grind. But I'm gonna try and do level 80, but you know, I might probably end up quitting by that point. Again, I'm playing just without putting the camera on. But anyway, Black and White Kyurem Raid Day. I wanted to go a little hard on this one because of course we missed it last time, and of course I wanted to try and get myself a white Kyurem and a black Kyurem energy, so we can actually get ourselves a white and black Kyurem that we can actually then put in when we get around to it. As you probably can tell by the end of these videos that I would not, if you can tell, that I won't be fusing my black and white Q. But anyway, oh yeah, forgot to put the invite as well, which is hilarious that I kind of forgot to put on in my raid invite. So I'll pop that in, put some lucky eggs on and star pieces, as we needed the stardust. And yeah, so over here we've got our another raid going on, and of course we got the Pinch Perfect event still happening as well, that we needed to do that as well. So not only are you getting Black and White Q and Raid Day over here, you also get some Pinch Perfect event stuff as well. Yeah, everything was going on. I literally was like, oh, this is going to be a pain. So we got white Kyurem, black Kyurem. Of course, these two weren't actually happening at the same time. The white Kyurem was after. It's all I kind of mixed the two up, so you're gonna have black Kyurem, white Kyurem, and all of that. So you know, it kind of makes this video a little bit short. But if you're wondering what was going on, I just mixed the two white Kyurem and black Kyurem up there. But it is making the video a little bit janky, so hopefully it's holding together. Also, connection issues we were having with the remote raids. We were being knocked out of the gyms when we were remote raiding into them. So I think we're going to get a reward for that, like a compensation reward, probably for it not being completely fantastic. But it was fine drawing when we were doing it in person. Yeah, so some people were like having problems where it wasn't correlating with what the raid boss was. So when they were like doing White Kyurem, eventually you'll end up with Zekrom or Reshiram or vice versa. It was a total mess. Some people were reporting that I didn't get that personally, where you're doing a White Kyurem raid and end up with a Zekrom. I mean, it would have been a funny one to have on the video, but we didn't have that issue. Thankfully. But luckily everything held together for us. But some people were having issues, especially over in America, where we were like getting kicked out of the remote raids. People were like having where they had Zekroms coming out of a White Kyurem raid on Reshiram coming out of a Black Kyurem raid. Well, we didn't have that over here in the UK, but over in America that was a problem. And of course we got party play, but we actually did not need to alternate that, to be honest, because these raids were like going down so fast that you really did not need party play, really. I think mostly it is going down pretty fast because of the people are using their own party plays and stuff like that. But yeah, with all the issues that were happening, wouldn't be surprised if they give us a compensation research with some more White Kyurem and Black Kyurem energy. Well, we think that might actually happen. There we go. There's the shiny Kyurem. If you kind of forgot what shiny Kyurem looked like. White Kyurem being there. And yeah. You know, you would have thought that we wouldn't have these issues in 2026, but already we're starting off with a raid day that is glitchy as heck. We've had issues with it not really loading anything. We've had issues where it kicks people out. We've had issues where it gives you the wrong Pokemon that you weren't raiding. Imagine doing it just a normal raid and just getting a Pokemon that isn't the one that you raided. So, well, that, but it's a glitch for these fusion ones because, of course, you've got two Pokemon technically in one. So when it unfused, instead of getting Kyurem, people actually got Zekrom or Reshiram, which is absolutely hilarious that people actually got that. Also, I had seen YouTubers where they had it where it glitched out, even though you caught it in the first ball, but it didn't realise it was caught in the first ball, so yeah, that was an issue as well. We didn't have that issue, we just had really slow connection issues. And then a little bit later when we were doing the remote raids, that it was just kicking me out constantly. So my alt account was struggling getting into some of them because it was just constantly kicking me out of the actual raid in New York and then later Los Angeles when we were remote raiding into them. But yeah. And of course, YouTube Talking Matilda is another YouTuber that's in Doncaster. Hey, how are you doing? I know you watch me. But anyway, there's my side of the one of the raids. Of course, this one wasn't shiny. Was it shiny? Yeah. Oh, it was shiny. Okay. Wow. All right. Kind of forgot that was in here. So that, I think that was like shiny number 2 out of all these raids. Yep. By the way, because we bought the research, we bought the event ticket, we get 14 free raid passes. Which is nice. We actually pretty much used the majority of them. It's actually quite that majority of the raids that you see today was just on the free raid passes that you get. The 14, 15 if you kept, well, it was actually 15, 16, because of course you got the free raid pass from yesterday on Friday, then you got the raid pass on Saturday, and you got that plus the other 8 that you get from the pass, making a total of 16 free raid passes. So we didn't even get into the premiums until much later on into the day. It was actually really interesting. That I hope that the next raid days give us that. But of course, it was fun. Of course, by this point, we're just doing it for the fusion energy, so we can get our 96 black Kyurems and white Kyurems into our collection and help us out with some of these strong dragon types in the future. But of course, I will talk more about why I haven't fused them yet. Yes, I haven't fused them yet. As I'm speaking right now, I haven't fused black and white Kyurem, because I'm holding off until I absolutely do need them. And plus I've got other Pokemon that I want to power up. And I'll talk more about that at the end of this video and going into the next video, which of course is more white Kyurems and shiny Zekroms from the remote raids. And over in the US, because that's the other time zone. I think we got kicked out of that one. Well, to be honest, this is just basically what's going on with my black and white Kyurem raid day. We're just walking around this tiny little park. So we have white Kyurem, and I think we've got a black Kyurem coming up. Yep. So we've got white Kyurem, black Kyurem, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, this wasn't happening at the same time. This is just me. Basically, this was happening the other hour, and on top of 1 hour, on top of the other hour. So this is basically what was happening. Oh, and someone was using a Ultra Form Dialga. One of these days we will get one of those, if they do come out again. I do want to try and get myself an Ultra Form Dialga, and eventually an Ultra Form Palkia. Plus I think that one of them was shiny. So we do want to try and get one of those into my storage to be able to be used. You know, the one thing I don't like about this is that how difficult it was to catch these Kyurems. After the December raids, it was extremely easy to catch these Kyurems. You would have thought it would be happening during this, because raiding, you want to go one into the other, and the other. So you really, on raid days, you want to not really be struggling catching the Pokemon, so you can get to the next gym, to the next gym, to the next gym. So you really want to be able to catch these Kyurems, but it was really difficult to catch. And yeah, on top of all the other problems that we were having during the day. And last ball, I think this one ran. Yes, it did. Okay. Anyway, so our next couple. Of course, I was just doing this white Kyurem, taking this down, plus catching this Kyurem here. I don't know if this was the black Kyurem, but I think it was white. But we were trying to make it a lot shorter, this video, so we wanted to crush everything down. So we're not, you know, overcompensating on the things. So anyway, that was the white Kyurem on this side. I think it was black on this side. I could be totally wrong, but I think this is going to be the final hour of the event, which isn't too bad. I mean, to be fair, the hours are on top of each other, because filming for 3 hours was a bit of a complicated mess for my phone. But it worked out, I suppose. To be fair, we did not get any good IVs. I mean, not on this account anyways. On my old account, we did get the Hundo, which I'll show you in a bit. So yeah. Yeah, we ended up with Hundo on my ult. It's it was pretty interesting. Actually, I can't remember where I put the phone for the ult. But anyway, so we've got another black Kyurem here. I'm just happy that we've got enough fusion energy that we can actually fuse these at some point in the future, when I get around to actually fusing them. So we've got 2 black Kyurem, which is pretty cool. Of course, this one's going down now. Of course, we are using our Metagrosses, which, of course, is the only steel type that we have. Other people are using like Dormain Necrozma, which eventually we will have. You have a Necrozma that's 98 IVs. The next time it's around, we're going to raid it and eventually get enough energy to get ourselves a Dormain Necrozma. So we have to wait until then. And of course, enough energy for Crown Zacian and Crown Zamazenta. Oh, and also, over here, we are using our shiny Terrakion. I don't know why. I don't know why Terrakion ended up in there. It's not part of my raid teams. We're just using whatever we can. Energy, raid-wise, because of course we're going in one after the other. I just didn't have time to like power up a Pokemon, heal up a Pokemon. So at this point, we were just like hoping that we got a lot of Pokemon left. We are in between raids and trying to re-heal them. But yeah. Because as you can see, it was literally go, go, go. We were literally once we were in one raid, we were in the other. And of course, most people were like struggling catching catching Pokemon, you would literally try and, of course, someone there using the white Kyurem there, which is pretty decent. I would love to use one of those, but of course I don't have a white Kyurem so far. I mean, I do have one for my old account because we've actually fused it, which I would actually show you in a sec. But anyway, there we go. That is our Fusion Raid Day coming to an end. After this Kyurem raid, there we go. After this white Kyurem, it will be the final Kyurem, and of course we're using Terrakion. Of course, in the back there, someone's using Crown Sword Zacian. You know what? I would love to have one of those. You know, everyone else is using it. I didn't have mine because, of course, I didn't raid during the Gold Fest. It will come back. It will come back this year. When? We don't know. But it will come back. Be able to do it, and I'll try my hardest to get some Crown Sword and Crown Shield, Zacian and Zamazenta. And I think that was a run. So we're going to do the meetup check-in time research. Because I forgot to do that during the event. And then we have the Pinched Perfect Clauncher, which ends that. And there we go. We're going to catch these Clauncher to end this video. Is that it? Is that all of them? I don't think that's all of them. Yeah, that ain't all of them. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Boom. There we go. That is all the Claunchers. Apart from the last, and then you got the cloth. So that's 3 cloths that you get during the timed research. What did I say? 4? It's 3. 3 cloths. Can't be shiny yet. That'll probably come out a little bit later. Probably join like we got with Delamise. We'll probably have to raid for it. And now we're going to talk about the white Kyurems, but I've got to get my old account. So as you can see, this is my level 40s, and of course, because we're not going to be powering up our Pokemon, as you probably can see, we got white Kyurem here. We got 1,145. Fusion Energy so far, 473 Candy. We got 374 Excels. I think that, so. Basically, we can actually level 50 a white Kyurem, and this is why we are not going to be powering up, because the white Kyurem is at a point down. If I end up fusing it, it will be up on the top. And it'll ruin the fact I need to do my Palkia, the Shadow Groudon, and the non-Shadow and the Zamazenta. As soon as they are powered up, then we can start working down past the Lucario, which that also means the white Kyurem. So we have to wait till I finish all of those, powering those up, before I can get myself really strong white Kyurem. So if you wanted to see a white Kyurem, my old account does have a white Kyurem. Don't know if it can focus. No, it can't. But anyway, since it can't actually focus, nah, it's messed up. But my alt account has the white Kyurem and the Hondo. But unfortunately, you cannot actually see it. So I had to turn off the lights because, of course, too many lights actually did not make it. So now can you see it? So that's the white Kyurem. Of course, I'm not screen recording because it would be too much editing. So that's the white Kyurem, and of course you get the ice burn on it. Yep, there you go. You got the ice burn adventure effect. I'll just have to step out of the way so you can actually see it a lot better. And that's the white Kyurem that we fused on the alt account. Yeah, we'll be powering that up, and we'll be using that. Of course, it's not going to have the bottle cap on this account. And then we've got the black Kyurem, and this one is the Hundo that we got in one of the raids. So yeah, the Hundo black Kyurem. It was a really tough one. Either use that as the white Kyurem, and then Hundo and the other one as black Kyurem, but of course that has the freeze shock adventure effect. So even though my main will not have the Kyurems, even though my main wasn't going to have the Kyurems, my alt can do the damage with the Kyurems that my main will probably end up struggling with. So you probably end up seeing that in the back in some of the solos and duos in the future, till we end up getting ours on the main, which gets screen recorded. Anyway, that is it for this video. We did some Zekrom remote raids after that last clip, and of course I'll be putting that in the next video. Don't know if it'll be coming out after this one, right straight after, or Monday. Hopefully I can get it out for Monday, so keep an eye on that. And yeah, thanks so much, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.